All right. Okay. Oh, welcome back to the stream. How y'all doing? I hope you guys had a great day today, and I hope you guys are having a great night as well. Welcome back. Today, we're going to make another hip hop track. We're going to go a little bit more melodic, considering that yesterday's stream, the hip hop track was more of a tonic kind of, you know, atonal kind of beat. So now we're gonna go a little bit melodic, but today is an interesting day today because I just want to talk about this for a little bit. I won't talk about it for too long, but Rockstar released a second trailer for GTA 6, and I've already seen it. So my coworker actually was the one that showed it to me. So I already seen what the trailer looks like, so I really can't just react to it. But this is gonna be like an interesting thing because for the fact, I mean, I feel like most people knew that this game was going to have such a huge delay. Um, I don't know why people are so shocked and surprised that GTA 6 is going to be delayed until next year. Because from trailer one, I kind of had a feeling that there was going to be a delay because number one, this is such a huge game. Like, this is like a colossal titan of a game. So anything of a huge project like this is going to be delays. So, which I don't know how people was shocked and surprised and all that stuff. I saw it coming. I'm pretty sure many like me probably saw it coming too. So I was thinking that it was going to be like early 2026, but I didn't know it was going to be like around close to the middle of the year, like in May. So, but either or, I don't mind because I feel like that Rockstar is going to deliver. I don't know about my expectations being too high because just for what we've seen in the trailer, I think that we are we're going to like a few things about GTA 6. Number one, graphics. Graphics right off the bat is like their one of their biggest selling points. And the main biggest selling point of the game is obviously going to be story and character development, right? So uh I think GTA 6 is going to be a really good game. I don't want to get my hopes up too high because and I feel like there's a lot of doubt in GTA 6 being a good game in terms of story wise, simply because that we've seen a lot of huge projects created in the last 5, 6, 7 years. And when it came to the light, it was just very underwhelming and very, you know, it just fell through, so it just didn't work out, especially if it was like a project that's like a sequel to something else that was like a known classic or something that's a cultural impactful project. And when they make another sequel of it, it just doesn't hit the same. So I feel like the last couple of years we have experienced being let down and disappointed time and time again, whether it's in movies, music, or even in gaming. Um, One game in particular that I automatically think about is like Cyberpunk 2077. That game had so much hype too, and it just like fell through almost like a distant memory in a way. So it's like there is this fear of, because this brand, this name of Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto is such a big deal, that and long anticipated game, mind you, that it's it would be a culture shock if the game did not live up to its hype, if GTA 6 did not live up to the hype. Because here are two things that could be a letdown, right? One is the character development. If the story is really good, but the characters are terrible in terms of the performance, in terms of how did the character how was the character in the beginning of the game versus towards the end of the game. If there's no progression, no evolution in the character, then that's gonna be a letdown. Number two is the storyline. If the story is like too short, or if the story is, I mean, I don't think people mind a long story, but I also think that in a long story, you have to figure out a way how to keep the gamer entertained rather than doing like these smaller missions and all that stuff. Some stuff that can get boring really quickly. So, and then I guess the third thing, if there was a third option, is that, from the trailer's point of view, we are seeing high quality cutscene graphics, but is that going to be the same graphics that we see in gameplay? Because that's another thing too. Now, granted, I feel like I'm 90% sure that the cutscenes that we see in the trailer is the same graphics that we're going to see in gameplay, because Grand Theft Auto 5 gameplay looks so good. Like, and Grand Theft Auto 5 is still a good looking game considering it's like 10 plus years old. So, because when did Grand Theft Auto 5 came out? Like 2014, maybe 2013, somewhere there. Like, the game is still impressive 10 plus years later. And it's still a lot of fun because you have a lot of these people who created like a bunch of mods for the game, created a bunch of challenges and different racing obstacles and all that stuff. So, you know, if Grand Theft Auto 5, especially if you're playing on PC where the graphics goes even higher resolution and higher photorealism compared to the consoles, um, if Grand Theft Auto 5 withhold that long for 10 plus years, which is, to be honest with you, I don't know any other game in the history of gaming, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm not much of a gamer, but I mean, I do play video games rarely nowadays, but when I was a kid, I used to play a lot. But I don't know any game that held its own and kept people entertained for 10 plus years as long as GTA 5 has. Like, I've never really, I can't think of another game to compare it to. Not really. I guess another game in comparison, I mean, it's not even really close, but I would say like Red Dead would be one, and that's another Rockstar game. But I'd probably say, like, if people love playing games like open world games, like any of these anime open world games, or anything of that sort, but I've never really seen somebody play a game, or I've never seen a group of people, gamers, play a game so much. Like, GTA 5 at this point is such a well-established game. People could like, people who's never been to LA, they can probably find their way around LA just because they memorized the map in GTA 5. Granted, the map in GTA 5 is scaled down significantly compared to the actual city of LA, but still, iconic buildings and landmarks in LA, they'll pretty much can figure out, oh, okay, if Capitol Records is right here, then that means the Hollywood sign is over there, and all that stuff. The Maze Bank is this way. Like, there's so much that GTA 5 offered that held a with, and then not only that, the DLCs, the heist DLCs that they've constantly made, really keeping the game entertaining as long as they possibly could. And they're just completely milking the game at this point. So, but people were still entertained. People created servers with this game. I think it was like M5 servers and stuff like that, where people can actually work and do have a job in GTA 5. The only thing, if whatever reason, if GTA 6 come out and somebody figure out a way, and I even heard people like Aiden Ross talk about how you can actually make real life money in GTA 6. Like, if you play as a character and you became a policeman in GTA 6, and whatever money you made as a policeman in the game, like, you have like the money thing on the right hand corner of your screen when you play in the game. Whatever money you make as a policeman is the money that you make in real life, and you can actually cash it out through the game into your bank account. If whoever come, I feel like I feel like whoever is going to whoever creates this, because I feel like it's going to happen. Somebody's going to crack the code on this. Somebody's going to create a way how you can make money in GTA, like uh working 8 hours, 10, 12 hour shifts in the game. Like if that ever happens, nobody's leaving their house. Like nobody is leaving the house. And that's crazy. The idea of technology getting to that point where people are making in-game money to create real financial, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be crazy. If somebody come up with this, it's gonna be a wrap for a lot of companies, bro. Like imagine you wake up and you just be like, all right, I gotta start my shift. You turn on your PC, Xbox 360, whatever I say 360, Xbox One or PlayStation 5 and or 6, who knows. And you get on GTA 6 and you start your job as a truck driver, you start your job as a police officer, a medical somebody, work at a bank or something like that. Like that would be insane. That would be insane. So anyway, just a little touch on GTA 6. So just based off of the trailer, um I feel like this will be I just want to say that no game company, no software developer company, nobody, I don't even care about like no game company, no tech company, no movies, no music, nothing should not come out in May. Nothing better come out in May. Because when GTA 6 drop, that is going to be the end. If somebody drop a game on GTA 6 on GTA 6 day, May 26th is GTA 6 day. If anybody drops a game within May, it's a wrap. Your game is going underneath. Your game won't even be looked at. Okay? Don't even try to run ads. Don't even try to don't run no campaign. Don't do nothing. Like GTA 6, I'm just saying. But yeah, that's just a little. I just wanted to talk about GTA 6 for a little bit because it is an interesting. It's a very important day today, considering that we saw the second trailer. And it's funny because the first trailer happened, and then we waited 2 years for another trailer to happen, just to wait another year for the game to come out. But hey, it's okay because I feel like in good faith that this game is going to be fantastic. So, but with all that aside, let's focus on why we're really here. We're going to make another hip hop track. So let's get into it. I already have Logic open and instrument opened already. Um, so you know me, I like to start on the piano because the piano drives anything melodically for me. Let's change. Let's change the dynamics from fixed to 100%. Oh, you can change the gate time too and stuff like that. That's crazy. This feels like, I've never really messed with these features often, but hey, let's also turn that down. Let's turn down the limiter. Something like that. One day, I'm gonna have another camera, like a top-down view, so you guys can see my keyboard and see what I can play. But let's see. Let's see. Those are very boring keys, though. I mean, they sound good, but it's been played so many times. Uh, Hello, welcome. We're making a hip hop track today, a melodic one. So I'm just trying to come up with some kind of chord progression. Let me see. Oh, so I think we can go like this. That's nice. We need to pick a BPM. Like, kind of bring some kind of R&B kind of hip hop, which isn't anything new. We've heard it before, but like classic kind of R&B into like the hip hop world. So, oh, I should go. Something like that. Okay. All right. Cool. I know velocity wise it's kind of all over the place, but you know, it works. It'll work. We can make velocity adjustments anyway, so we can kind of. That's a little too aggressive. That sounds great. These are so simple. Core. Quit using E. You know what? I will use E till the day I die. Quit using C30. How about that? How about that? I will use E to the day I die because it is such a luscious key. Okay. EA Sports. It's in the game. Remember that. All right. So these two notes, and then this, we can make this a bit higher. I use more keys. I use more keys than C. You know what? The reality is, most of my songs released are probably E, but most of the songs I've ever made are actually not in E. It's just the ones that are released are mostly in E, but I'm way more diverse with my keys. It's just not out. So take that. What does that sound like? Dun, 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 dun. We can do the same thing with these right here. Doo, doo. The funny thing is that the Hollow has 4 tracks that are in 30 cents and 4 tracks are not in 40 cents. So if anything, I'll be using 30 cents more than a specific. Oh, well, I mean, I figured much you'd use like 30 cents more. But you know what it is? I can't really, I'm so locked in terms of like the cents. I need to make a track one day just to do that. But to be honest with you, even though musically it sounds like really like different because it's almost like in between two notes, but I don't know how to really, I'd have to calibrate everything. I feel like it would be such a pain for me to calibrate everything into 30 cents for me. So that's why I just pick like just regular keys. But like um hold on. You know what? That should have just stayed where it was. Do do do. All right. All right. Should I add a right hand? Let's see. Maybe. Hmm. Trying to find. Nope. Do, 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 do. It's. Okay, let's see. I actually need a metronome. Sometimes I can't. Three, four. That doesn't sound too bad. It just kind of, you know what I'm saying? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's try doing this. But we don't have to really do that. Dun, dun, dun. Let's do 16 notes. Yep. So let's bring up our velocity and let's just kind of even it out. And let's make this. This one needs to be just a little bit. Right here. Done. This is like so like it's this sounds like it needs to be quantized, but I like how I like it. I like it. Gives it like that human realistic. Let's see. I keep forgetting what I was gonna do. So let's do. No, it's. Let's try to get that down. Should I turn on the metronome? Let's try that again. Messed up. I just kind of threw in that last bit. Just quantize and then do it. Then duplicate that. Okay, so okay, let's get face plant real quick. There's some vocal chops I wanna put in there. Vocal chop. And let's correct the key. I haven't really used pitch map in a while, but do I want to? Let's see. Some key of Okay. All right, we're just gonna try it out. See, we're just gonna press random keys and see what sticks. All right, cool. So we're just gonna turn it into audio and see if we can get like if there's any nuggets in here that we could use. Right. Um, let's boost the gain just a little bit. I thought of. What happens if we quantize this? Maybe we won't really hear the difference. So let's go ahead and make another audio track. I'm just gonna pick this last one. I like the sound of what it sounds like. So we'll just drop him down here. We don't need to pick a whole lot of vocals. We just need to pick one. Something like that, and right. Let's just mute these for a sec. Let's do a crossfade. Let's join them. see. Maybe this. Okay, that might work. Okay, so let's do some percussion work. I'm actually going to create some percussions. So let's see. Let's turn on low latency mode. And I'm just going to do a few sounds. I don't know if we got any of that, but we'll see. Okay. Very low sounding sounds. But let's go ahead and fix that with some compression. And expander too, just to get rid of the and some gate. Just turn up the release a little bit. I don't know why I did the whistle at the end. But all right, let's turn into audio. So now we got something to work with. So we can kind of get rid of that. So I don't need it. And let's actually let's actually get the transients. Um, well, yup. Free attack time. Yeah, that was it. All right, cool. Let's move you guys up here. Okay. We can actually do some layering too. And we can ooh, that has a nice. If we speed it up, what it sounds like. No, I like the little, like. Move all these. Let's take a look at these. That's something. We can do a frequency shifter. Just like a little bit. Just on that part. We'll do. Like that. ridiculous. Oh yeah, the little click thing. This thing. Actually, I can put this into like a sampler. Make sure that we are hitting exact. We can kind of make a rhythm out of this. Let's try it. Let's do it. That's what I wanted to do. Let's do Not bad. We can keep that. All right, what else is here? Yeah, I don't need nothing else here. All right, we can mute these. Or not those. These can be muted. These need to stay. So I'm like, wait, I'm missing something. All right. Yeah, we can put these on the dead channel. What if we start panning them like just a little bit, you know? And then this can be to the left. Now we have some really unique, interesting stuff going on with the ears. Now we can start adding, traditional stuff. Hi-hats. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Ooh. Oh, duh. Low latency is still on. Oh, wait. I could just use a disperser, can I not? Of course I can. Uh, okay. This sounds cool. What are y'all doing? Uh, we're just making it. We're making. I'm making a hip hop beat, but I'm trying to like. Uh, I want to like. So yesterday on stream we made a hip hop beat, and we were just using different kind of instruments to make hip hop a little bit have a little bit more flair, because the mainstream hip hop like trap beats sounds cool. It's always a good time, but I feel like it's just kind of getting stale in a way in terms of the beat production. So if you add more elemental stuff in the background, more texture, it could really like pop. So like uh not too long ago I recorded these little popping sounds. They're all being used right now, but I have them panned left and right just to give it a little bit more air candy to the actual beat. So like when you hear like it just kind of gives it a little bit more texture underneath. Okay, I could add what if I take off this? And then add like a pad of some sort, some kind of pad, something, some kind of pad. Let's see, something. Oh, I have two of them I could use. Something like that. Let's we'll probably do like 12. Cool. Up an octave. Let's see. Oh, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Let's see if we add this. Try higher. Let's try. All right. And we can do another layer of this with the ethereal pads. Just bring that down. Probably have to make the attack a little bit more. Probably the same as this. Just bring it down just a bit. Check this off. Wait. For whatever reason. Oh, that's why. You're the culprit. I was like, why is it not? Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, where are you going? There you go. Okay. And have you ever made any Afro beats? I did a remix last year that was kind of like Afrobeat inspired. So yeah, I've made one. Like I can show you. Let's see. Well, actually, let me go to. Hold on. I can show you one real quick. Let's go to 2024. Yeah, yeah. This is a track called "Runaway," and this is my remix of it. The original track is not an Afrobeat at all. The original track is more like, um, I think the original track is kind of like more tribal, but this is what mine sound like. And oh, volumes now. That's probably. So that's a remix that I did last year. So it was like a mix of Afrobeat and electronic. So and how do you? I know doing hip hop now? Just a random question. Oh, yeah. So originally I'm an electronic music producer. What I'm mostly known for is dubstep music and melodic dubstep. That's what I'm known for. But um I tend to like to take other genres and infuse it in electronic music in the best way I can. So that's one example of that. So that's like an Afro beat that goes into like a very progressive house situation, high synth house, whatever you want to call it. So, but because I'm kind of feeling uninspired to make an electronic track at the moment, I started to go back into my roots. And when I first started making music, hip hop and pop music was kind of like where I kind of started. At the time, though, it wasn't really, I wouldn't really call them hip hop and pop. They had hip hop and pop elements, but it was just kind of, I was just making music. It was a blank canvas. I was just kind of doing everything. I was just kind of like adding and layering instruments. Anyone who's ever started music has probably done the same thing. So, but this is kind of like, so now that I'm kind of a little bit more seasoned in terms of producing, I'm able to really expand those ideas and really uh, experiment and try bringing like electronic elements and techniques from a sound design perspective and then putting it into hip hop. So, so this is what I'm doing. Like I'm just trying to like, you know, create more of an appealing, um, a more of appealing beat than just what the everyday, song that you hear all the time like on the radio. I like parts sometimes in hip hop. I love when it's like stripped back because that means like whoever is talking or whoever's rapping, I should say talking, whoever's rapping is like saying something important. So then there would be like a drone bass here, or you could take away maybe the hi-hat. And we can probably bring the keys back, the right hand. We can probably bring one pad back just to see. And that's one way to do for like calm sections. So now let's try to stitch some of this stuff together. We can probably bring the pads in the intro too, but let me make a separate channel for that one. Bring it down, and we can do some automation here. An hour. That's nice. Yeah, it took me an hour to make this beat. And all the sounds that you hear are, for the most part, are completely made from the ground up, except for like the piano and uh, yeah, I think the piano's the only thing. Yeah, the piano's the only thing that's not made from the ground up because it's just a regular I think it's a I think it's a Yamaha piano, a Steinway. It's a Steinway piano, native piano and Logic that I did some extra processing to make it a little bit more modern. The pads on the top, these two pads are made from Serum 2. These are pads that I made from just a lot of it's a lot going on in the effects, but really nice sound. It's just a simple saw wave with some noise and a lot of post processing for the ethereal pad, and then the air pad. Um, Not as much going on. Drums, yeah, drums are completely made. The hi hats is in Serum, which is white noise with a very uh, sharp pluck that is also being modulated by envelope 2 by the rate. So if I press and hold a note, it creates like this pattern because I got it going. I think the if the matrix, if it shows it, no, it doesn't show it, but it goes, I want to say, oh, either 30-second notes or 64 notes to eighth notes. And envelope 2 from up here, it's like 30-second or 64 notes all the way down to eighth notes, and then it just repeats because it's on trigger mode. With some post processing, I got like a transient shaper to give it more of a transient pluck and a frequency shifter. Um, if I take all these off, it sounds kind of weird. So, and then in the effects section, some boost in the high end, cut out the lows, and then a comb filter. The comb filter is what really drives the sound. Because without the comb filter, it sounds like that. But with it, and this is like the easiest way to make hi-hats, in my opinion, along with like cymbals and anything that has like those crashing sounds. Because if you use the comb filter and you go down in hertz, somewhere like, I'd probably say less than 1,000 hertz, you'll get these really ringing timbre like textures at the end of the sound that you would normally hear in like a real life hi-hat or a real life cymbal or crash or ride or anything like that. The drums, I mean, the kick itself, it's like an 808, 808 kind of bass. So, which is also made in Serum. It's a sine wave with a pluck, and there's a receive bass next to it. So when I press it one time, it's an envelope mode, so it's like a one-shot trigger. But I also have like this envelope 1 that just the bass just kind of goes away after a while. But I intentionally do that because when I'm making like doing basses like those kind of patterns and I quantize them and I stitch all the MIDI together, it's like you get like a nice, good, plucky hit of the bass in the beginning, and then it just kind of, it's like the bass is kind of breathing in a way, and I like that effect. So, so that's where the drum and bass comes in. And then obviously these little nuggets here are audio that I recorded earlier. Even this, that's just me and the mic going like that, and I just put it in a sampler and panned it to the right and just made whatever. So, oh, and the voices, this vocal shop, this is a patch that I have in Faceplant. I call it a generator vocal chop, which essentially means that you can put any verse, hook, whatever kind of vocal stem in here, or I should say sample, vocal sample in here, and I have randomized LFOs to randomize the starting position of the voice. So I can press any key. Let me take off pitch map for a sec. If I press just any random key, it will just generate this different starting position. So it acts like a vocal chop. With a few processing too, I have a multipass here that brings it some kind of color. And I have a reverb here that's also being generated by this random sample and hold, but it's generating it's sampling holding the mix. So I have the reverb active and it's going from like 0 to like, I'd probably say, yeah, 0 to 100%. So depending on where the sample and hold is going, either positively or negatively, it will cut the reverb off dry here, but then the reverb would be active here. So that's where the vocal chops come from. I think I just put like a random vocal sample in here. Fairlane's from Fairlane's vocal sample on Splice. I rarely use it, but it's there. It's just there. It doesn't matter what kind, because to pitch it in tune with your track, I have this multipass that is called S-Scale Elite, which is something that Nasco created. It creates color within the vocals. Like you can change the key of the notes here, and you can change the amount to how much color that is in the vocal. When I say color, I mean like take like resonators, taking the resonant peaks of the audio and just creating chords out of it. And I have pitch map here to put it in the scale of the track, so I have it on E natural minor, and I didn't really do much in pitch map in terms of messing with the knobs. So I just recorded like a long sample of the audio and I just picked out little snippets that I find that was sounded pretty cool, stitched them together down here and just created like a little pattern. So that's where that came from. Yeah, so other than the grand piano, the Steinway piano, everything else was made by hand. That's why it took an hour to make. And the more you watch my lives, the more you'll see that I'd probably say confidently, solid 90 to 90% of my tracks are made by hand sound design. The 5 and or 10% is just drum selections. Some I have my own snares that I make, but sometimes my own snares isn't powerful enough for like a specific drop that I'm making. So I'll have like another snare layered on top of it, whether if it has like a better transient or a better body of the snare or a better tail, depending on what it is. So, but everything else from like bass sound design to synthesized sounds in terms of making synths, keys, plucks, and all that stuff, I try to make them all in house. And the only reason why it's not necessarily like a flex thing. It's more of a I'm too lazy to scroll forever to find the perfect sound, so I just much rather build it from scratch. Which is weird to say because that's actually the hardest way instead of just finding samples. But I digress. But anyway, yeah, so this is the beat right here. As you can see, it's very short, but I wasn't gonna really like make it full-fledged like hip hop track because it's not gonna be released or anything. This is just something I wanted to show and display of what you could do to make your hip hop tracks sound a little bit spicier in terms of adding some more elements, some natural sounds that you just have around the house that you can just bang some objects together and then you can just stitch them all in here. I know a lot of producers do that anyway, but you don't really hear it much in mainstream music. And I feel like underground artists, especially artists that are known, but they're not like mainstream quite yet, um, I feel like they're slept on a lot. So, you know, just to show some idea here. But anyway, that's it for that. Last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna react to um a video that I have. I gotta switch accounts real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot. all my tabs were like taken off, so hold on. See, when all my tabs get deleted off, then I have to like open up. Oh, a recovery. I have to do that right now. Skip. Just open my account. There we go. Watch later. Okay, so there's 2 videos that we have to react to. So the first video is Agent Zero Everything's channel. Agent Zero racing my 1,000 horsepower Tesla Plaid versus Demon 170,000 horsepower. So let's take a look at what this is. All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh, that's a... Oh, I'm pulling! Oh, that's a good race!
What up, Kama? We're live, man. You ready? Let's take a look at your car, man. Damn, okay, so the chat, this is Kama Cat's Diva 170. What the
Tire sticking weird right there right now. The stickies is picking up everything right now.
That's a cool
what
wrap.
What are these? Oh, he got Mickey Thompson's. Brother, you have came prepared. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. If it rains, you're cooked. You're not making it home. So wait, hold on. What did you do to get prepared? The tires come with those tires?
Yes, it comes with generators.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it comes with everything. All I gotta do is learn how to drive it, like, actually. It takes a little driver skill. It's a little dusty, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's a little dusty, ain't
Yeah, that's brake dust.
Yeah, that's really good. We just went crazy.
Those are the most bald tires I've ever seen. Like, this man has no grip. But I guess if it's just for drag strip racing or for what's it called? Drifting, I guess that's fine. But I've never seen that before. That's crazy.
I'm just trying to answer these last 5 minutes.
Okay, what do people need to know about this car?
It's like a Hellcat, but it's like on steroids. So it's like come from the factory on like E85, like racing fuel. And it's actually made for these situations. This is the only thing this car is made for. Just a straight line. So
you should win, right?
I mean, the track ain't there. I mean, I don't know.
No,
what
you
is
can't.
this, a quarter mile or what?
Yeah, this is a quarter mile.
This a quarter mile?
Yeah. You're not nervous, are you?
Of course not.
Sometimes that Tesla makes people nervous.
Oh, nah. I want the Tesla. I've been winning for like a year straight.
Yeah. Yo, Kama.
Look, he said cancel the race. See, he said the track ain't good enough. You trying to finesse.
No, I'm just, look, I don't want, like, if you don't want to pink, we don't have to pink. I'm just saying my chat was saying that, bro.
Yeah, we can't pink right here, though, shit. We can't pink right here.
So, but you would pink on a better track. Nigga, I will invest into renting out a road track to take this car.
If we pink, he's driving my car, Demonachi. Can we do that?
Nigga, then if he's driving yours, I'm gonna.
Anybody can drive yours.
Then I'm gonna go get fucking Lewis Hamilton to drive my shit, nigga. Yeah! Lewis Hamilton is driving my shit. If that nigga can drive your shit, Lewis Hamilton is driving my shit. Chat, it's time. Let's go ahead. Oh look, new Century event. It's gonna be us walking towards the car. All right, bro. Go to pedals and steering, and then click drag strip mode.
Oh my
It's gonna
God.
start to get really loud.
Yo, his shit is dirty, bro.
Steering, and then click drag strip mode. It's gonna
Oh my goodness. I hate when I can't.
go to pedals and steering, and click.
Like, damn, bro. You need to clean your... That's a lot of fingerprints. And then some.
Strip mode is gonna start to get really loud as the car gets hot and tries to cool itself down. In probably a few minutes, we're gonna be good to go.
Ooh.
So let's pull up. We're doing the best of 5, chat.
Can I get some water?
Oh, he's parched. That's nervousness, chat.
Where's the woman at?
That's nervous. He's
need some water.
panicking right now. He's panicking. He's panicking right now.
He needs water.
Yeah. Hey, that car sounds good as hell though, chat. That shit sounds good as fuck. Last send off for the Tesla chat. We could do a rolling race too. There's a good chance he wins a rolling race. We should do it anyway, just so he doesn't feel completely defeated if he loses everything today. But I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If he launches well today, he will win. His car is faster. It's just the Tesla doesn't require skill to launch well. It always launches well. And the tires on this are pretty cooked, by the way. They're not like fresh new tires. If I had fresh new tires, this would be no contest. So if he launches well, he stands a chance. It's just a real tough skill to launch well. It's not like, how do I explain it? The more power your car has, the harder it is to launch most of the time. You can't just hit all gas like I do on this one and take off. You'll fucking send yourself into a wall doing that. So we'll see, man.
Oof.
He needs to chill. He need to chill. That boy need to chill. Wait. No, wait. I wasn't ready. I wasn't in cheetah mode. I was not ready!
He wasn't even ready.
Yo, Cama had a better launch than me because I wasn't ready, but my car pulled. Bro, what? Oh my God. I didn't get into cheetah mode in time because there's a setup. So I was trying to tell Chris to wait, but since I had rolled my windows up, he couldn't hear me.
That's a clip. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Just fucking dumped him.
Holy shit.
Hey, that's my bad. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good.
So, do you want like a double thumbs up next time?
No. I just didn't get that wasn't my fault. I should have put it in cheetah mode.
Okay.
I waited till like you started doing this to do it.
Okay.
That's
Is it
on
in
me.
cheetah mode now?
No, I had to be stopped first.
Okay.
So once I pull up.
Okay.
Holy smokes. I had a late launch too. I can't believe I'm letting go of this car, chat. I can't believe it. Nigga said, and the track's not sticky. I'm not gonna lie, chat. People, come on, bro. Like, it'd be one thing if he was like tracking on a road. Gang, it's designed to do this, bro. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. All the other options involved renting out entire road tracks for half days or full days. So. I was getting nervous with the burnouts, but it seems like he's in good control of his car, so he's asking me forward. All right, we're going for the gap here, chat. He's gonna try and push a little harder too. Nope. All right, we're in cheetah mode. Not yet, actually. I got a good launch. Holy smokes, cheetah too. Holy smokes, that's a good race. That's a good race! He stuck there in that second gear. Oh my God, that was close. And had I not had a good launch, he would have won that. Had I not had a good launch, he would have won that. Oh shit.
But I feel like that's a disadvantage, ain't it? Because it's like he said earlier that the Tesla always will have a good launch regardless. So it's like, yes, he won in terms of speed, but he doesn't have to manually do a lot to do a good launch in terms of just putting it in like cheetah mode or something like that. Versus the other guy, he actually manually has to like drive his car and get a good launch. So,
You have to recognize how unbelievable it is for a car to keep up with this. I have never had a car ever even remotely keep up with the Plaid. That is the first time I've ever felt challenged. Holy, wow. It is a fire car. Low-key, if he takes good care of that car, I think it's gonna be worth a ton of money in the future. It just has so much, I think car people just love that archetype of vehicle. I think that's why he doesn't like to drive it a lot. So, just want you to know what we're up against, bro. That car is no slouch. He's strategizing over there. One thing I hate about this car is the fucking battery life is draining fast as shit. I can only imagine if I was on the track right now. I'd be cooked in like 30 minutes, bro. Trade him? Imagine if this was a pink slip. I would be leaving here with a brand new Demon 170. Look at this nigga pacing. I know what he's doing, actually. He's talking to his chat. He's talking to that nigga in his chat that's giving him advice and shit like that. You ready?
Huh?
You ready?
What y'all laughing at?
The nigga in the chat told a funny ass joke.
Huh?
A nigga in the chat told a funny joke.
How was that second race?
You surprised me in that second race. In the first race, I surprised me.
Yeah.
But in that second race, you surprised me. I think that your second gear stuck way better in that second gear.
Yeah, it's that second gear. That second gear is what's gonna win or lose the race.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know how to do all that shit. But how you feeling over here in your Tesla Player? You're electric.
Oh, we're chilling, man. We're just self-driving on the way back. You know how it is, man.
All right, Chet. I'm down, so I gotta win these next 3, right?
Essentially, yeah. We'll do a rolling race after. Do a longer race. There's just no track for that, realistically, and we're going at such fast speeds, we shouldn't. Like, it's a bad idea to do that. Holy smokes, we're gonna do a rolling race. We don't need any counter for that, though.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be straight. Wow. To get his tires to stick, he's getting his tires wetted up there. You can see the kid with the hose. Nah, I'm good. You can see the kid with the hose over there. He's wetting the back of the tire, because those are the ones that's gonna spin. The chat is saying go 30. We could try 30. I don't know if we're gonna be able to line up in time at 30 though. What do you wanna do? Okay. Yeah, fuck it, just start from back here. Run a predict. Is it predict lock mods? Oh my God, what a day, chat. Agency, we're up right now. Holy smokes. Yeah. Yo, go on the third beat. We'll see how this one goes.
I don't know much about cars, but this is always entertaining to watch, though.
Like I said, pre-cheating. I hope he doesn't cheat. We'll be straight. He didn't jump the line at any point so far, so he's been good. And I'm gonna try and do the same. Honestly, I've been doing the opposite of jumping the line. I've been moving slow motion. Yo! So this is street racing rules usually. You just go on the third horn. He needs to speed up. He had a better launch than me. So I don't think that should count. I'll give it to him if he wants it to. But he started further back, so I had to slow down. He should have started a little bit faster. That's kind of what I was worried about going to 30. I think we're just gonna have to do the 20, chat. We don't have enough of a way to get to the same speed in the same, you feel me? I don't think it should count, but I think he's gonna want it to count. I won't argue with him if he tells me it should count, but that shouldn't count in my opinion. We just need it to be lined up. Usually when people do rolling races, they have like entire airstrips, so it's very easy to just kind of line up with a bunch of cars. But since we don't have that space, we're gonna go 20 here. It was a mistake to listen and go 30, given the circumstances. Ready? We can?
That way we can be side by side.
Yeah, that's okay. We can do that. We'll still go on 20 though. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30.
Oh, that's a... Oh, I'm pulling! Oh, that's a good race! Who won that? Who won that race?
I think I might have slowly edged him out.
Whoa! That's a good fucking race!
That's a good fucking race, bro. That's a good fucking race. Holy smokes. Chat, who won that one?
We might need a mod slow-mo replay, bro.
Yeah, yo, can I get a clip? Let me get a clip. Mod, run the clip. Run the clip. Yo, I think I just edged it. Hold on, let's see. Nigga! Can you see that? Can you see that on cam? Oh my God, bro!
I ain't getting shit, bro.
Oh my God!
Can they see that? They can't see it.
They can. I lowered
Look,
the-
chat.
Oh my God! Oh shit!
We tried. That's a good game. So
I'm not gonna lie.
No, so you
Say it again?
just do one.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's another way we can do this race.
It ain't. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Let me ask you another.
Wow, that's as close, chat. That's as close as it gets. What's his name? That's Camma Cat.
I lost all the dregs, but I lost the.
Camma Cat has an interesting story, bro. He's a ex-NBA 2K pro player,
I just lost by here.
turned YouTuber. His car content started blowing up, so he said, fuck that. And then now he just like does car shit. So that's dope. Nigga, that's the dream, bro. Don't get went from gaming to doing this shit in real life. That's tough. I really want you to understand how crazy winning that right there is. I'm so proud of this car right here. I might use that in the sales pitch when I try and sell the car. It should be the Demon 170 in a rolling race. I might use that shit in. I might use that in the sales pitch, chat. Show him love, please. Oh yeah, his shit is pinned right there. We've seen Cam on the channel a few times before. We've seen him maybe like 5-6 times. He comes on the stream every once in a while. Hey, Camma. It was nice going fast with you, bro. I think next time we need to take like the Corvette and the M4 or something like that and hit the track.
They said the Corvette too slow though.
My M4 is 585. It's tuned.
Oh, you want to race the M4 versus me at the track?
We don't have to race it. I'm just saying go. Yeah, we don't have to race it. Realistically, I don't think we can race it.
Why?
Because you gotta, like, racing is a completely different tier on a track. Because then you gotta overtake. You might need licenses and shit like that. We can figure it out though. Yeah, thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah, thanks, chat. WWW.
Yeah, bro. C8 versus M4, or I don't want to say Black Queen because I've never actually raced a manual car before. I'm gonna be horrible at that. But
Yeah.
let's do.
Ain't your Black 1,000 horsepower?
No, hell no. Nah, it's 668. Yeah. The 1,000 is the SF90.
W shit.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta do something else.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you for coming out, bro. W Cam.
I forgot to put it on 1080p, but that was a good video. Very short. And then we have one last video, and then that will be the end of stream. This is Kaisenat Live, a clip from his stream, the brand new AMP house tour. I saw a little bit of the new renovated AMP house, but
Chat.
let's see. Let's see what we're working with. All right, let's go.
Everybody, spend W. If you was here, go say you was here for a long time, for 2 months. We've been wanting to do a house tour, and the house tour is finally here. All the cameramen in here don't have to put down the camera no more. This is free for all for the house tour. Listen, here we go. Starting off at my room. We have my room, okay? There's some lights in this motherfucker. I'm gonna show y'all. Automatically right here, we have AMP, a life-size tone. Okay? Can you turn on all the lights in here, please? Gaming room. Now this is the common area. You feel me? We have to add a little spaz, we have to add a little radaz. We got every game console in here, so when anybody is ready to pull up and have a game and have a blast, we got the TV right here. Every game console, look at it. PS2, PS1, PS4, PS3.
Oh my lord.
The Wii, Nintendo, everything. The original Xbox, every single thing, bro. You feel me?
That's kind of tough, I'm not gonna lie. To have every console, that's kind of tough. I don't see a Dreamcast or or a GameCube, but you know, whatever. He got the main ones, so that's cool.
Got the books, come on.
There's a lot of acoustics in the house. Like
RP Virgil, Louis Vuitton. Then we got the rainbow cacti. Then right here, we got the pool table, AMP logo right in the middle. Okay? AMP logo right for the middle.
that's a dope pool table. I like the glass frame around it.
Got
And I like that the flooring of the pool table is black instead of like the typical green.
beautiful pool table. Look how much I make. Look how much I make.
I like how you missed that first one.
Type. Okay? Then we got this beautiful area. If you want to play some goddamn board games or do what we got.
Look, it's crazy when people renovate their homes and put the most intricate, abstract kind of furniture in the house. What are these chairs, bro? Not gonna lie, they look comfortable, but at the same time, it's like, me personally, I like a closed back chair. So much of an open back. Like, I prefer a closed back chair. But these look comfortable. I like this table. I just realized the legs on this table is literally like a squiggly, abstract kind of like wall or something, or I don't know, but that's keeping this tabletop up. So I hope that nobody knocks on this table.
We could do that. You feel what I'm saying? Got the chess piece.
But I like how like this squiggly thing that's holding up the table, the glass piece, is like from an abstract perspective, it matches the aesthetic of the chairs. So that was a good touch there.
It's all about the furniture. It's all about the details. It's all.
What is it about some houses that has random chess piece? That part I never understood.
Details. We got this right here. We got the orange chairs, nice and comfy, by the way. They may look a little weird, but this is more comfortable. This is more my style. Beautiful table. Then we got the darts. Come on, you know how active the darts be getting. We got this, okay? Then we got the tablet. You feel me? This is for like, if you want to play music, if you want to do what you got to do. Chill. So yeah, we got the nice little music going on. You feel me? Then we got this beautiful mirror. Now this is my favorite part of the house, honestly. We got this beautiful mirror right here. Okay? Beautiful mirror. Then we got the
That's a big ass mirror, bro. What is that even for? Is it that must be for like taking selfies, or I mean, obviously it's for like just last look before you leave the house, but that's a big mirror.
kitchen, gang. We got the goddamn kitchen. Chat, there's no more avoiding nothing. There's no more running away from the goddamn, we can be able to record whatever we want. Look at the pantry. I could fit in here, bro. This could be my room. Like, look at this. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, that is a small ass pantry. Like, you have a nice kitchen and a very tight spaced pantry. They should have at least extended that. Like you need a bigger pantry. At least it needs to be a little bit wider, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was thinking that the pantry was gonna be like more of a open space walk-in pantry, but this is very small. So that's the only thing I don't like about this kitchen is this pantry right here. But the kitchen itself looks really dope.
we got everything in here. Like, what you want, bro? We got it. From the plates to the glass.
Like, he can't even like extend his arms long enough. Like, he can't extend his arms is how narrow that pantry is. That's like a complete downside. Like, they could have expanded that.
Whatever, bro. To the first aid kit, to the hookah, to everything, gang. Massage gun. You know what this? You know what we using this shit for? Come on, gang. Then
A lot of miscellaneous items.
Like, you won't ever run out of no bevs,
nice
gang.
fridge.
Ever. We'll never run out of bevs. Okay? Then we got the goddamn. We may run out of food sometimes though, but that's why we got a chef. The chef made and we ate it, okay? Look how everything is organized. Look, that's a clean oven, this is real lemons, gang, real lemons. What nigga in your crib you know got real lemons?
Real lemons, and then drops it and it's plastic. That's funny.
Real fruit snacks, nigga. Real Pringles, real Cheetos. Wake up in the morning,
Coffee.
coffee machine. But look at this, Rakai.
This bitch is fire.
You know what's going on here, right?
Ooh, what is that the dining table?
When the pool party happened,
The pool party! I always want to fucking go to that bitch. I ain't gonna lie, bitch. I watched that shit 2 times. Not once, but twice.
you're not going.
What do you mean?
Ain't you too young? I think the pool party is like 21 and over, ain't it?
Yeah, you're not going to no pool party, guys. No, ain't nobody got time to worry about you. You're not going to no.
Oh, nigga, I'm be the lifeguard. Nigga, like,
The lifeguard.
yes, gang, the lifeguard. I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm not trying to talk to no girls and shit. Fucking lifeguard, gang.
It's
We
18.
I'll be with this household. Yeah, I did all this shit, but if y'all have war,
Oh yeah, they did all this shit for me to blow it up, dumbass niggas. Then we got palm trees. Look at the palm trees, gang. Look at the palm trees, gang. Look at the palm trees right here, gang. Beautiful.
That's a nice touch.
Beautiful. Then we got, shout out Bang, shout out.
That's a nice dining table. Let me see if I can kind of go back.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Like back here. I like that. That's nice.
Then we got, shout out Bang, shout out Any Means Orange and shit. Then we got Duke. We got Duke in his natural art habitat. This is Duke because we wanted to put him here because it's symbolism for like.
Where's his dreads though? But I like the aesthetic of the artwork.
Back then and like how like the birds fly around. And these are not like pills or nothing. These are like butterflies and bugs around them. So yeah, bro. Stay over here. Let me go. Stay this way and let me go around. Then we got this. No, stay right there. Show that. Hold on. Let me go out and show y'all the
Whoa,
house.
is that the wine cell? Is that the bar?
Yeah. Look at the pillows, gang. Who knows what type of pillows these are? Who knows what type of pillows these are, gang?
Couldn't tell you.
Who
I don't know what
knows?
those are.
Moving at Godspeed with the 10 gifted. Thank you so much, gang. I went
Off-white?
from having
Off-white pillows? Is that the
shelter
brand?
pillows in my crib in the Bronx. When I used to live in the shelter, my mom took the shelter sheets, took the shelter pillows, all that. We slept with it for years since I was in high school. Shelter pillows, shelter sheets, to off-white pillows in the crib, gang. Let that sink in, gang. Look at it. This is a good blanket, gang. This is good pillows, bro. Like I could really, gang. Like I could really just lay down, gang. And look at this. Look at the candle, bro.
Ooh,
Look
that
at
looks
the
nice.
candle. Low way. You feel me? Low way. I know this brand, but I can't really pronounce it. Type. Look at the cover, gang. Low way. Look at the guest chairs, gang.
That's a nut.
Wow, bro. This shit is nice. This shit is really nice. Then look at this side of it, gang. Look at this side of it, bro. Look at this.
That looks
Look
crazy.
at this. We got infinite. Gang, pull up over here, gang. We already got a head start to the pool party, bro. Casamigo Blanco. Reposado Casamigo. Where the Don at?
Don
You don't
Julio?
got Don? 1800. Where the Don at? That's not Don, nigga.
I know, I didn't
Oh.
know it was.
This is Don Fuliano. Shit. We got it, bro. We got everything in here, bro. We got Bang. I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be Phantom's type of vibe. Phantom gonna set up his DJ booth right there. This is gonna be the vibe. You feel me? Then look up. Wow.
That's probably my favorite piece of the house. The painted mural of the AMP members. And I like how they did the famous painting of God and people. I forgot what that painting is called, but that's always nice. And have the Bang drinks everywhere. This seems more of like a Bang energy house than an AMP house, but it's cool. I like it.
Wow. The A&P mural. Davis, Duke, Kai, Agent, Phantom, Chris. Wow. Move like Godspeed with the 25, gifted, appreciated. Then we have glass dining table set.
Now that's tough. I like that. This is really cool. The chairs I'm nervous about. If it's glass chairs, you better not break these. Glass table is fine, but I wouldn't. The glass chairs, yeah, I would have just went with like regular, some black marble or something. I don't know materials like that, but I wouldn't pick glass for chairs because you can easily break these. Like it don't matter what type of glass it is, like if it's like really indestructible glass or really thick glass, like one little crack, that's it. Like I wouldn't trust that.
King. We have a glass. The chairs are glass, bro. When the last time you sat on a glass chair, chat? Now, unfortunately, they've done all of this because I know July 4th is around the corner. We gonna, like, I'm sorry, bro, whatever happens that day, it's gonna be sad, bro, because this is such a beautiful layout. And you know, every year some happens, you feel me? You know, every year some bullshit happens. Now, the renovation just makes the rooms look even better. Like, honestly, I think, you know, out of everybody rooms in the house, whose room looks the shittiest? I'm gonna have to say Agent. You know, I'm not even trying to be rude. I'm not even trying to be, like, disrespectful, but gang, upgrade your room, gang. Like, you feel me? Like, do it over, gang. Like, the rooms is all shit. Now, you know, like, up there.
Agent's room doesn't look that bad though.
We're up there to go to the rooftop, but the stairs are on the side. Mano, can you come over here real quick?
Yeah, Chris room looks like Chris room. I don't know where his room is, but I've seen it a few times on stream. His room looks like a big ass attic. I think he has a basement room, I think. But he has a whole lot of stuff going on in his room.
I can't believe we're actually showing this. I can't believe we actually could do this now. How do I open this door? Oh my God. Oh, shit. Wait, how the fuck? You see, I'm not used to this game. This is that. Like, I'm not used to. This is my forte.
Right.
Look at the outside, bro. We got the Bang energy drink right there. Okay? For the guests and shit.
That's a nice table.
You feel me? Then we got the layout. Just look at the layout. Look at the tables, gang. This is gonna be a vibey, super vibey summer, y'all.
The only thing is, the tables are cool, especially these back here, these back here. This is fine. But tables outside, I wonder what the material is, because if it's like a hard, not a hard plastic, but something like that's more durable and it can easily be cleaned off. But if it's like fluffy plush, like cotton based, you know, kind of furniture, those things can get dirty really quick. And I only say that because they're all white. I would have probably went with like a darker color, but I get why they did white to match the aesthetic of this part right here. Which this is fine because this is kind of like it's like a patio in a way. But everything white outside, it's just prone to get dirty over time, and it'd be hard to clean. Although they're not the ones that's gonna clean it, they're gonna have people that cleans it for them. But I'm just saying. But it's a good look though.
Chat. Look at outside. Just look at everything outside, bro. Look, can you imagine me at the bar ready? Look over there. Look over there. Holy shit, gang. And this time we have a basketball court. So, with all that being said, you know, I know the pool party's getting thrown, but who wants to get invited? You know, I know y'all in the chat want to come, so all you gotta do is just text me. You know, all the guys, everybody in my chat, you know, the Kyle Mafia, y'all all invited. Okay, let me not say that. All right, dead ass, let me not say that, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Dead ass, let me not say that.
Yeah, for real, because you're finna, it's very dangerous to invite thousands of people. And there's a lot of people here in Georgia that would pull up to the AMP crib. And you're talking about a pack of sardines in a can. Like there would be no space to move. It's gonna be a hazard. Imagine the amount of cars that are gonna be like in the way. Like, yeah, I would if I were the AMP guys, you guys should create like a minimum, like a max capacity of people at the pool party. Like no more than 150 people or something like that. Just so that traffic and cars and stuff like that, the amount of cars that's going to be parked, and like create like a whole line down the road and stuff like that. Just,
Real niggas, y'all niggas is not invited, gang. Y'all can ask to be invited, but y'all niggas should not be here, bro. Before that end up being a riot, gang. Let's go get Rakai. Rakai! Rakai! Do not come, chat. And this time around, unlike last time, the pool party is going to be streamed for a couple of hours. It will be streamed. It will be an early stream. We're going to stream the entire thing, and shit like that. You feel me? So for the first time and like forever, we is actually going to stream it. Can you get me a thumbnail in the main area? Hey, Kensei, can you suck my dick, nigga? Just saying. Which way is fire? You probably got to go back a little bit. Thumbnail. 1 through 10 though, Rakai. How like the new crib?
It's tough. I ain't look at this shit high as hell.
This is like, this screams summertime, right? Gang, anytime y'all come down, y'all can record all this shit now.
Oh, so like, we don't gotta do that blocking this shit.
No, gang.
But gang, how tall had the ladder be to get up that bitch at pink?
We all painted it individually, so like Duke painted his portrait, I painted mine, David painted his, Phantom painted his, like everybody had individual
So it was
paintings.
a tall ass ladder.
Yeah. Now look, if you pay close attention over here, Rakai, you can see a girl is behind Chris grabbing his dick. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I ain't gonna lie, I was wondering who this is. I was wondering who this is, because I'm like, okay.
This is on some freaky shit, but the girl is creeping up behind him, grabbing his dick. Show that one more time, CD. You feel me? And yeah, bro, it's kind of weird.
I ain't gonna they made Duke the biggest.
Duke the biggest? Look, you didn't even see though, how many army though? There's 2 of me, nigga.
No, it's not.
Yes, there is. I'm right here. I'm right there. Wait, is that AJ ugly ass? Who the nigga in the purple? Right there, right behind Davis. No, right behind Davis.
Oh my God.
He look like a crackhead.
No, y'all did Agent wrong for that. That is crazy.
Who the is that? Wow. Agent deadass look like a crackhead right there, bro. What the?
Oh my goodness.
All right, fried chicken, Rakai.
Oh yeah, I remember I saw when they made fried chicken. Oh, so I did see the crib. I just thought they were over at Rakai's spot. But anyway. But that's it. Where's my Apple Music? Oh, it's right here. But that's the end of stream, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been a really cool stream. I like that we've made like 2 hip-hop tracks now so far, just to show like you can like you don't have to add too much to a track to add some flair. You can just change up the elements a little bit and get some really really cool results. Just be more creative with it. Just go outside the norm of what we know in music. There are standardized sounds and industry standard sounds and stuff like that, but like that's one thing that's kind of crippling the music industry a little bit, is because there's no more innovation anymore. We just get a bunch of carbon copies of what's already there and whatever the new trending sound is, and then everybody's going to just copy that. Now, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with like a trendy sound being a thing and everybody's making their version of it. That's actually a part of innovation and evolution in music. But if that's like the main driver for like a year or 2 years or something like that, or even longer, then it just becomes boring and oversaturated. and everybody just wants to make that. So that's just what it is. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys next time. I'm out of here. Take care.